Live. We are live action. We are live action. Sorry, a couple minutes late. My peoples, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you enjoy some Wednesday afternoon football? That was weird, but it was really. It honestly felt like playoff football. Like, did it not? Did it like middle of the day? Not. It felt like that Saturday 3:00 game where it's like Saturday's not an NFL day. It's during the day, and it's cold out in Florida. Like this is the first 2 cold days. I mean, you see, I'm wearing a hoodie. I've been using my mask as a scarf. Shout out Tire Kingdom. My brother works there. He got me this. And so it just felt like playoff football to me for some reason. But anyways, this is your first time watching this. What is this? What is this, Bobby? What are you doing here? Well, first I'm going to tweet it out. That way I can get more people to the YouTube. But basically what we are doing is we did it yesterday for the offense. Today we will do it for the defense. We are literally going to go through every defensive play. And what are we going to do with that? We're going to go through the All-22 and we're going to explain stuff. Let me type this out. Better viewed on YouTube. Viewed on YouTube. Bam. And I think it's a good way for people to not have to like go and break down film, but also know what's going on without, just watching TV on Sunday when you had a few beers and probably a little emotional if we won or lost. So I think it's a cool it's a cool way to go through it. And what I'll do, it's be a little quicker than the offense because it's like literally half the plays in the offense, although we didn't really go through much of Colt McCoy. And every couple drives I'll come in and talk with the chat. So defense didn't get on the field for a while because of the kick return. So like I said, make sure you hit the like button. Well, actually I don't really care. This is a stream. Drinking hot coffee now because it's cold out. All right, let's get into it. You guys ready? Nick Gates and Jabril Peppers to the Pro Bowl. Those are my 2 favorite players, one on offense and defense. Nick Gates and Jabril Peppers. I love the way they play football. What's going on? Everyone's saying hi. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Frankie, star. Yash. Cheese. Dimitri. Edward, you weren't saying hi. Andrew Christopher, you say hi in every video, and I appreciate that. Alex, you're wrong. We're going to win. Or we are going to win. Dimitri, you're wrong. Joseph Clark, what's going on? Trace McSorley to Washington. Paul Nonas. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Maddie. See? All right, let's get into it. Let's get through the All-22. All right. So the defense gets the ball for the first time, and the game is it's tied 7-7. We score first, and then we give them a kick return. What the hell just happened? Select a game to watch. Somebody else used my account. What the heck is going on here? And kick them out. You know what? Sometimes what happens is John Boy does breakdowns, so he has my account. So sometimes he's using my account. He'll do a football breakdown, but I don't know what he would be breaking down. All right. Whatever. I just kicked them out. All right. First play of the game. You don't see this from Patrick Graham very often. Check this out. First play of the game. We run a cover 0. I mean, we don't run cover 0 blitzes at all for the most part. First play of the game. It's almost like a little warning shot to Brandon Allen. Like, dude, we are coming at your ass all game long. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders. And the crazy thing is they decide like, hey, we'll take the free rusher and we'll do 5-on-5 man coverage. I mean, I love this. Fact, I mean, yeah, you get the completion like Tyler Boyd on Isaac Yiadom. But I mean, Brandon Allen's first game since last year, this is what he deals with. Kyler Fackrell burying him. I kind of like that. I almost wish. Now you can't do it every game because then teams will game plan against that and will give up touchdowns on the first play of the game. But I mean, first play of the game, we're coming at your ass with a cover 0 blitz and burying you. Like, congrats, dude. You got 8 yards. We just buried you. Like, welcome back to the NFL, Brandon Allen. All right, now we got a second down. I played a lot of cover 2 on Sunday, and I'll explain. I like to explain every time. It's pretty simple. Cover 2. What does cover 2 mean? Well, it means you have 2 defenders covering one's each covering half of the field. Two halves covering half. Cover 3 is thirds. So it would be like, would come play deep, Ryan would play deep, and then this corner and Bradbury would play deep, and then you'd have everyone else building kind of a wall. Cover 2, like I said, is 2. Tampa 2 is a little different, where the middle linebacker will run deep and cover like this area. And there's all types of different things. It's not as simple as cover 2, cover 3 every play. Cover 1 is basically man coverage with a high safety. And then what I was saying before, cover 0 means you're just playing man coverage and blitzing everybody. All right. So, and then let me explain this. I like to explain this every time. I think it's really like it's good football knowledge, and it's simple. Gaps. What are gaps? Well, you have a center on every team. On both sides of him is an A gap. So you got the A gap, B gap, C gap, and then D gap outside the tight end. And on the same thing on the opposite side, A gap, B gap, C gap. When you want to run the ball when not every gap is filled, but even when every gap filled, sometimes you have to run the ball. So did the Giants fill every gap in this? Fackrell's in the C gap, Blake Martinez is in the B gap, Dalvin in the A gap. Nobody in this A gap, Dex in this B gap, Downs in the C gap, and then I think that's Sheard in the D gap. You have Peppers around here roving, but he doesn't have a gap responsibility. So really, this is where they would like to run. And let's see where they did. Now Blake pops back into this gap. Kyler Fackrell goes inside. And this is why it's important. Jabal Sheard. Let's watch Jabal Sheard. This is why it's important to play discipline to your gap. Because if Jabal Sheard sees us a run to this way and he jumps inside and tries to make that play, well, then they have a big cutback. But because Sheard plays on that outside shoulder of the tight end, he's able to play there. And you see Blake Martinez makes a good read and tackle on it. Blake Martinez has loved playing behind this defensive line. 3rd and 1. They try and run it. They did a little. Let's pause this. They try to go quick. 3rd and 1. You got Dalvin, Dex, and Leo out there. Dalvin and Dex. They all just collapse on this guy at the same time. You are not moving this D line. This D line does not get moved. So this D line is a linebacker's dream to play behind. And look at this. Look at this. We missed it. It was a first down. We saw that guy get mad at Dex. Another run play. Who makes this play? David Mayo. Let's watch David Mayo on this. Good job. And a good job by everyone with flowing with the play without getting outside their gaps. Blake Martinez plays it well. Good job there by Blake. Good team defense. We got 2 high safeties. He just finds that little hole in the seam between. And this is for like an all curl. I guess that's a skinny post by the tight end. Simple read for the QB. He's reading Downs. When Downs comes to play outside on the running back, he throws it. Good read and throw by Allen. All right, 1st and 10, Bengals. Play action bootleg. Oh, this was nice. So you got Bradbury down here playing, but now Bradbury has this tight end in the flats. This is trusting your football team. This is trusting Peppers on the backside. That to stop this short route in the flat routes that's supposed to be open, Bradbury, like he plays this enough, and then comes down the flats and covers the tight end. And then now let's watch Peppers. He trusts Peppers. Trust Peppers enough to make this play. That's what Peppers does. This is cover 2. And see how like Patrick Graham disguises these coverages? Like watch. Let's see where they are when the play stops. When the play starts, this does not look like cover 2. This looks like, some type of man coverage, cover 3 with a deep safety with Peppers. Cover 2, usually you got both safeties playing deep. But when the play starts, you see Ryan bails out. Peppers playing this half. Man, and Peppers almost gets himself an interception. Dalvin does a good job tracking it, forcing him to throw. Second and 10. Man coverage. Okay, so let's watch Logan Ryan on this play. This is a Leonard Williams sack. Let's watch Logan Ryan. So Logan Ryan, it's just man coverage. If you ever played Madden, you ever seen cover 2 man? That's the most basic coverage in football. It's you have man coverage and then the 2 safeties playing up top and just reading. And so there's going to be a dig route here from AJ Green. Logan Ryan sees that. That is where Brandon Allen wants to go. Logan Ryan sees that, just steps up, cuts it off on the pump fake. He cuts it off on the pump fake. And because of that, we get a sack. If Logan Ryan's in La land, we don't get a sack. Now let's watch Leonard Williams on this one right here. I mean, overall, good job. They run the stunt here. The stunt, Leonard Williams is just supposed to get up the field. Leonard Williams' goal is to get up the field to get this left guard looking at back here. So Fackrell has a free run. That's what Leonard Williams' goal is on this play. And yet, because of the pump fake, the guard gets over, and now the tackle's out of place, and Leonard Williams has himself a sack. That is a very well ran stunt. 3rd and 18. I think they just did a quick throw on this. Yeah. We let them have it. I believe they punted. All right, second drive of the game for the Bengals. They're starting at their own 31. Screenplay. Good job by Peppers. Let's watch Peppers on this. Watch Peppers right here at the free safety spot. Playmaker. Gets off that block, makes a play. Playing good, instinctual football. Instinctual, aggressive football. That's what Jabril Peppers is. Those are the kind of football. That's why he's my favorite. That's why he's my favorite player on the defense. I like the guys that play aggressive and with instincts. Who aren't afraid to take chances. Here's Peppers again. Making a play. Tackle for a loss. Tackle for a loss by Jabril Peppers. Nothing crazy. Seeing the sweep, playing the sweep. That's good football. 3rd and 13. What is this coverage? I guess this is a form of cover 3. You get Omni right down here. You got Love playing the deep safety. You see Logan Ryan steps up right here. I mean, Logan Ryan, he's a smart football player, man. He knows where to go and where to be. Mix that with a bad throw from Brandon Allen. Three and out. Let's see how many plays is this next drive. 1. All right, let's finish this next. Yeah, one more drive in the half, then I'll come. I'll do some chat questions. Like I said, this one would be a lot quicker than last night's because I was only like 41 plays. Tay Crowder in the game. I mean, this is good instincts from Tay Crowder. Plays a running back. Running back bounces. Bam. And this is what Blake Martinez. Okay, let me show you something. So Dalvin's going to play in this gap. Actually, let's spend some time on this play. I think this play deserves a little bit of time. Let's start with Dexter Lawrence and Kyler Fackrell. So you see they're both playing in the C gap. So one of these guys is going to play this gap. As an offensive lineman, you assume Dex is he's going to slant in here. You're assuming Dex is going to slant in here. Let's watch how this goes. Sorry, it's a little slow. That's not what happens. What they do is instead of doing that, Dex plays the outside, Fackrell loops back in, plays that gap. Cool stuff. Now let's watch Dalvin. He should be playing this gap, right? Yep, he plays it. Now watch Blake. Blake should have this gap, right? Nope, he's playing this gap. And so the read is on Crowder. Is the ball on because Martinez is jumping gaps. So now we have this gap. So this gap's filled, this gap's filled, this gap's filled by Dalvin. Blake is jumping this gap. So Tay Crowder is responsible for this backside B gap. Thinks he has a cutback, and what does Tay Crowder do? Jumps back into that gap. There. Also, Dalvin makes a good play on this too. Then you got the safety, Ryan, coming up too. Good team run defense. It's not always as simple as just running up against each other. This is okay. So you know how we were talking about Tampa 2? And this is something they did against Washington. Tampa 2, what you would look at is this safety would play half, this safety play the other half, and then either Crowder or Blake Martinez would come back and play like this area right here. How do they differentiate this? Well, they're not doing either. This is what I like about Patrick Graham. This corner. And these two, Bradbury and Yadam, and maybe I should make a breakdown video of this. They are taking the safety's responsibility. So watch what they do. Bam. So those corners take that responsibility. Now let's watch Peppers over here. So the corner would be playing the flats. Watch Peppers. Peppers, I'm going to make a breakdown of this play, actually. He plays that flat area. Now watch this safety. He comes and plays that Tampa 2, watch Logan Ryan. He comes and plays that Tampa 2 area. Julian Love comes and plays the curl hook area that Jabril Peppers would be playing. And all of a sudden, you're running covered Tampa 2, and the QB has no idea what the hell they're running. So what we're gonna throw the check. Let me just get the check down out because I don't know what they're running. Let me bookmark this play. I'm going to make a breakdown of this right after we get done here. And I'm going to put it on. It's going to be only on Twitter, though. It won't be long enough for YouTube. 8:06, second quarter. 3rd and 1. They did a QB sneak. We don't need to see a QB sneak. All right, 1st and 10. It's a basic cover 2. Basic cover 2. Gets it out to the flats in a hurry. Why does he get it out in a hurry? Well, because Dalvin is getting in a cracker's face right there. Let's watch Leonard on the left tackle or left guard. Got a 2nd and 9. Draw play. This is actually a really good play, but this is a good draw by the Bengals. I mean, you see our linebackers pop out quick. That's a good draw play by the Bengals. We haven't had a lot of draw plays ran against us, honestly. Draw plays, honestly, you don't see any draw plays in the NFL a ton anymore now that I'm thinking about it. How many times have the Giants ran a draw play this year? Whereas Allen's looking down here. Tay Crowder. This is okay. This is an example of why I think Tay Crowder can be a good football player because of his coverage. A lot of time linebackers, let's watch Tay Crowder here. A lot of time linebackers play their zone, and what do? What do they do, guys? They just stay right here. They just stay right here and sit in their zone and keep everything underneath them. Here's why I like Tay Crowder, because he sees the tight end curl, and he just plays with instinct. He's only been playing the linebacker position for a couple years. He has instincts. Watch as soon as the tight end starts to curl. Shuts that down. That's aggressive. Aggressive and instincts. Those are the players I like. That's why I like Tay Crowder. That's like the guy they drafted before him, TJ Brunson. That's why I don't like him. That's why I always like Crowder more than him. And Tay Crowder's more athletic. Shuts down what he's trying to do. I mean, let's watch Tay Crowder. That's where he's looking. He thinks he's going to have that curl route. It's not there. I'm going to just run. That's why I like guys like him. 2nd and 8. Now we got Tay Crowder on the edge. Play action. Screenplay. Dex is really good at sniffing out screens. I mean, watch. He sees as soon as an offensive lineman lets him go, he's like, "Oh, that's a screenplay," and he tracks it down. They had some other kind of penalty on this too. Was it the holding here? I guess holding, yeah. So we got a 2nd and 18 now. Motion. I mean, Allen just puts it behind him. But honestly, if he doesn't put it behind him, Tay Crowder may have an interception. You know? Like, let's see how this play goes. Let's see if he leads him. I mean, if it's right here, that's a bang play. That might be a Tay Crowder deflection. So I guess he's right to put it behind him. Let's see how behind it was, though. And something our Patrick Graham is good about is we don't really react to motion like a lot of teams do. Like a lot of times, this motion, what this motion would do is it would, yes, Blake Martinez bumps over, but then you would have Tay Crowder bump over. Tay Crowder doesn't bump over, so now he's in that throwing lane. Actually, he could have led them. AJ Green still needs to make that catch, though. 3rd and 18. Oh, you guys want to see Xavier McKinney? Here, let's watch Xavier McKinney. He is right. Where is he? Oh, he's back here. Let's watch Xavier McKinney. He is this safety right here by the 20-yard line. It was very uneventful. Then he played in like the last drive of the game, is like when he got back in. So they punted it. All right, let's see what's going on with your chat. My hair gets messed up while I'm doing this because I'm like this and this. Georgia, what's going on? The chat. What are we doing? Let's see what's going on. 77-0. I like it. John Boy 2 Beast. I think John Boy is retweeting these and they're getting like randos in here. Let's see. Did he retweet it? No, he did not. He did not. Because I mean, yesterday we were getting borderline harassed in this thing. Which I need to make I need to figure out a way to make people moderate. It's not really a Giants fan, but still hot that the Giants didn't cover. Oh yeah, that was garbage. What would you say about the DCAF? Stop it. Westbrook to the Wizards for John Wall and a first. That can make sense for both teams. But if I'm the Wizards, I'm not giving up a first though, because they could be they'll be in the lottery. I guess a future first maybe. It's been a frustrating, exciting year with the Giants. Highs and lows as much as I would love to win the NFC East. I don't want DJ to injure himself even more with that hamstring. Yeah, football players play football though. Let's see. Bob, why do we wear home James white? Because they were wearing their not color rush, but like their alternate jerseys, which are white. Coughlin looked good. There's a good pass rush move of Coughlin later in the game. We'll get to. Let's see. Edom has improved. Do you still think Lewis is an upgrade to him? No, Edom has played well within the system. Graham's done a good job covering him, but he's been playing his role well. So I would stick with Edom for now. Let's see what's going on, my guy Jack in the content in the stream. What's going on, Jack? Check out his podcast. Just my opinion. I'd rather not rush and risk award. Yeah, you don't want to rush him back, but he's not going to be playing it. Like if he's at 80%, you play him. You play him. That's football. I mean, if we had that mindset with Eli had an injury that he was supposed to miss a month for in 2007 to start the season. So I mean, football players play football, but I get you don't want to risk. If there's like a serious risk of re-injury, then yeah, I got what you're saying. Let's see. So excited to. Why? Oh, Russell Westbrook happened. Are you guys messing with me, or did that actually happen? What first round pick was it? That's a. See, I have the NFL Network on the TV, so I didn't see that. Russ and Bradley Beal playing together. That's a weird move. Damn. So that kind of pisses me off because the Rockets may try and run it with Wall and Harden. And I'm a Nets fan. I want James Harden because I want to win a championship. Who won the trade? Tell me in the chat. Sorry, I thought you guys were throwing out random hypotheticals in there. And I was like, what kind of weird trade is that? Yo. That's a weird. I actually like that trade. They wanted to get off John Wall, and I don't blame them. Hey, we're gonna do it. Got a lot of Jawal Sheard is literally Walmart Chase Young. I'm just looking at him. Yeah, they do. They do have very similar looks. I'm a Rockets fan from Brooklyn, so I love both teams. I'm a Nets fan born in Jersey. So I hated them moving to Brooklyn, but they're still my team, A protected 2023. Yeah, that's a good I think that's a good trade for both. I mean, Westbrook and Harden is just not going to work. I don't know what Wall's going to be though. What is John Wall? What is John Wall? We haven't seen him in so long. He's not the easiest guy to work with. I I could see him and Harden going horribly wrong. So maybe they still do move off Harden. But I would say neither one of those guys you're probably going to win a championship long term with. So the team that got the first round pick, I'll say won. How about that? Which is the Rockets. Or the Rockets got the first round pick. And they need picks back. I mean, they traded a ton for Westbrook. Whose contract expires for? Let me see. This is supposed to be the chat's job, to be honest. Russell Westbrook's contract. He's a free agent in 2023. John Wall's contract expires in, I think it expires kind of soon. Expires in 2023 as well. Okay, so your contracts are they basically have the same contract. SpotRack, for a site that is like the most used for this stuff, SpotRack sucks as a website. Do you think Yeadham and Lewis could be around next year as depth as cornerbacks? I definitely think Yeadham. Yeah, I think both will. I think both will be in camp next year. I don't know where we go from there, but anyways, Bobby, are there any internship opportunities available at Talking Giants? I don't know if there'd be any. I know John Boy Media does like official internships, and there will be a day where they did it last year, where they like put out like an official request for internships, and internships are weird in New York. But for us as just like an intern, you have to show me what you were able to do, and what you're able to do can't just be talking about the Giants, unless you already do it. Like here's what I tell everybody that comes to us is like, go do stuff. Go Wegrin at Giants Nation NYC on Twitter. Go to them. Go write for them. Go be a part of their stuff and be consistently good for a period of time. And if I like your stuff, we'll end up hooking up. And that's what happened with Anthony. That's why Justin joined, is I liked what Justin was doing. Anthony, rest in peace. I liked what he was doing. Danny, I mean, even before we just got all this serious, Danny was like, "Hey, I like what Danny's doing. Let's link up." If you had a chance to redraft for Big Blue, are you still taking Thomas? Yes, because I think he has a higher ceiling than Wills. Wills is safer, and Becton gets hurt. Now, maybe I would take Wirfs, but I haven't watched Wirfs. But offensive tackle was definitely the correct pick. What's up, Mr. Mackey? What are you doing? Bobby, have you considered doing long-form videos on a subject like Brett Coleman? I feel like the O-line reports are long-form. They're, 25 minutes. Yes, he did. More McKinney breakdown play. We'll talk. We'll show the plays, but it was nothing special. He was a spy on like two of them, and he played man coverage on the other. I know we haven't seen John Wall play 3 years. All right, let's get to the second half. We're 33 minutes in. Let's get to the second half. Let me find it. They got the ball first. It was a 3 and out. Share screen. Fourth and 8. Game Pass has been screwing up on me lately. All right, first down, second half. Starting at the 38, man. They run the ball. Let's watch Dex right here on this play. I mean, that doesn't seem like much, but he wins this play. Oh, he ends up making the tackle on this, so even more so. This is a hard defense to run against. These defensive linemen make the game better. And honestly, I kind of agreed with people like, why are we doing the defensive tackle thing? But I honestly think it's smarter than you realize. Because guess why? Because this guy gets to play in coverage more. Our linebackers are better in coverage because of how good our D-line is. So I actually think it is good against the pass movement. Because, hey, we're going to trust our D-lineman to stop. Now, I don't know if Dave Gettleman stumbled into this or he's a genius. Because I had an epiphany on this. Like, our defensive line is so good, so they're the ones that stop the run, and our linebackers can focus on pass coverage. Is that like genius, or did Dave Gettleman just stumble across that? What the hell's going on here? NFL Game Pass. NFL Game Pass is pissing me off. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. We get a stop here. My computer's running hot. Okay, well, let's watch this. Let's watch the D line. Dexter Lawrence pops back out. It stops Brandon Allen from having that easy, quick check down on first down that he thinks he's going to have. He thinks when it's 3rd and 1 and he sees these linebackers back out, he thinks that shallow is going to be there. But it's not. So he throws out to the running back. Running back drops it, but even if he doesn't drop it, I mean, Downs, I don't know. Downs can't really tackle that well. Actually, he probably would have got it. But he drops it, so it's good. Let's watch Kyler Fackrell on this play. Good move from Kyler Fackrell. Do you guys think Kyler Fackrell's played his last game as a Giant? I didn't make a video about him just because he had to do the podcast last night. 4th and 1, they're punting. Did Joe Judge put out a Joe Judge report this week? I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it right after if he hasn't. What is this coverage? Cover 2. Just a basic cover 2 coverage. These safeties playing deep. Bradbury's playing the flat. Throws to the running back. Look at that vertical from Austin Johnson. That was a good 20 inches. My vertical was so bad. It was like 22 inches. This is Tampa 2. Okay, so you know how we were talking about cover 2? Well, 1, this is disguised a little bit, but you have Logan Ryan and Julian Love playing those deep halves. Here's the difference between cover 2 and Tampa 2. Watch Blake Martinez. Instead of Blake Martinez stopping right here and playing right here, he continues to bail and covers this middle of the field, covers the logo. Actually, it's not basic because I want to show you why. And then it has to make a tight throw. They tackle him. Watch Darnay Holmes. Corner blitz. Nickel blitz. Nickel blitz from Darnay Holmes. Hits the quarterback. Crushes him. What does Carter Coughlin do? Peppers is blitzing on the other side while Sheard goes into coverage. This is just some of the simple stuff that old Patrick Graham did. I love watching Patrick Graham film. I mean, Darnay Holmes just crushes this dude. Watch. Carter Coughlin occupies the left tackle enough. So now the left tackle is not blocking anybody while the QB gets crushed. Finish him. Why does my... Oh, there we go. 3rd and 8. This is... Okay, so watch Isaac Yiadom. He's playing cover 2. This is that same play we were looking at earlier. QB doesn't know where to go, so his ass just runs. Everything is covered well. This is watch Cam Brown come around the edge. Cam Brown is an athlete. He needs to work on a lot of stuff, but he's just a natural athlete. That's why they drafted him. In fact, Carter Coughlin, I think is more like pro ready. Carter Coughlin is more pro ready than Cam Brown, although even though they drafted him after. But Cam Brown is someone who they think they can turn into a perfect fit for this Patrick Graham scheme. I mean, and if he gets better, if he works on his pass rush skills, there's no reason why it can't be. All right, punt. Let's get through this drive. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They did a fake punt on this one. Just a bootleg. Hits the flats. Peppers goes for the QB. I don't blame him. This is Peppers playing with instincts, where he's like, there's no point of me trying to back out right here and try and cover this tight end. I'm not going to cover him, so I might as well just go with the QB. And it is successful. Isaac Yadum makes a good tackle. Yadum, 2nd and 6. Blake Martinez, very good coverage here. This is that same inverted coverage. You see, watch both the outside corners. Sorry. Watch both the outside corners. They bounce out. Logan Ryan plays Tampa 2. Love plays there. And Blake Martinez makes a good play in coverage. Good job, Blake Martinez. Remember when all those people said you sucked in coverage and you were the worst signing ever? Remember that? I mean, Brandon Allen, I get you're getting frustrated. What the hell are you doing? Why the hell would you throw at James Bradbury like, let's just do it? I mean, what are you doing here, man? This is a wild decision. I don't know what he was thinking. He's probably frustrated. He's like, you know what? I'm so tired of checking down. Let's watch Carter Coughlin on the pass rush. This is that like not the like amoeba, but it's like that Rover D. Oh, that's a frustration throw right there. It's like I'm just so tired of having the check down. They do a fake punt, which pisses me off. Well, guess what? You played yourself. Should have punted it. Tampa 2. Crowder's playing this flats. He leaves. He doesn't cover the running back. Plays with instincts. Sometimes you get burned when you don't play when you play with instincts. Like Crowder, he's supposed to play out here, but he sees the running. He thinks the running back's not going to hit those flats. He does. So sometimes when you play with instincts, you get burned, but I can live with that. I would take that 10 times out of 10 over I would some linebacker who's just going to sit in a zone and not cover anybody. I think this is an interception, right? No, this is a handoff. Peppers making a play. Jabal Sheard playing disciplined football. Stays on that outside shoulder. Doesn't get sucked up. Bam. Disciplined football by Jabal Sheard here. To not get sucked up into this and get inside the tight end. You got Lelos on the other side. Good disciplined football. Darnay Holmes. Darnay Holmes. Here's my giant factor. Watch him here. Instincts. Pass deflection. And Nico Lelos. Let's watch Nico on this. For LeBron. He did it for the LeBron James. I know that got a lot of people mad probably that LeBron was shouting out a New York Giant. Interception. Boy! Should have punted it, Bengals. That wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened if they punted it. All right, fourth quarter. How many drives they got? They got 1, 2, 3. Basically 3 drives left. This one's a 3 and out. All right, so we're going to finish this game, and then I'll talk with the chat afterwards. This was watch Dalvin on the center. That Dalvin makes this play. I mean, he just totally swims that center. The guard knocks him down, but by the time he's done that, he's ruined the play for the Bengals. Now you have to bounce it. And we are a good defense. So watch what happens when this running back bounces it. So Dalvin forces him to bounce it. Now watch. Blue, 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 blue. That is freaking good team football right there. Got tackled by 4 people. Got tackled by 4 people. I love that type of football, baby. I love good team football. I think there's a holding. I don't know. So this is 3rd and 18. They give up. Let's just get in a better range to punt. Losers. See if there's any. Oh, this is where the holding penalty is. Watch Carter Coughlin on this play. Let's watch Carter Coughlin on the left tackle. Makes him look silly. Whoop! And that's just natural pass rush skills. Now you guys want to see something cool? Xavier McKinney, right here. Man coverage. Wow. Isn't that amazing? His game was boring, which is good. We only played 4 plays. It was pretty boring. He played man coverage on one other play, and then he was a QB spy on another. But great pass rush here from Carter Coughlin. And that's beautiful. Carter Coughlin probably the best pass rusher on the team right now, which is crazy. Going into the year, this is 3rd and 18. This is where they give up. Is McKinney on this one? No. This almost turns into an interception. I mean, watch. It's cover 2. And what is Brandon Allen doing, man? One, what is the point? It's 3rd and 18. What's the point of this throw? It's a bad throw. I honestly think he probably just got frustrated. And he's like, I have to make a play. And what I love about this play, we'll play it in full speed, is it makes you realize that, you know what, we've got some players on this team. So I want to show you something. We have Logan Ryan getting his hands on the ball. Jabril Peppers getting his hand on the ball. Blake Martinez right there. Those are 3 really good football players making a play. Those are 3 good football players. This Giants defense has better players than we give it credit for. We were just so scared about the cornerback 2 spot that could start the year that we forgot about how many good players they have. This is a good defense. Again, it's the Bengals, but this is a good defense. We have figured out a way to be good without that cornerback 2. I think we are a good defense. We don't have that premier pass rusher. Oh, so this is the 3rd and long. Sorry, I'm all out of whack. Checks down. Is this one McKinney's in on? No. And they punt. Lehu. Hey, sir. All right. Next drive. You got Peppers off the edge. Is he going to blitz? Peppers is blitzing. Oh, I want to show you guys on this. So they take the check down. Let's watch this. Let's watch number 57, Nico Lalos. This guy is like, I thought he would be the 90th guy on the roster. Look at him make a play on there, on that guard. That's good stuff there, man. He didn't just like get a lucky interception. He played good football, which is, I just was not surprised. Like, that's just surprising to me. You know, it's a small sample size, so it's nothing to go crazy over. But he played good football. And I think that drew a holding penalty. 1st and 17. Nice throw here from Allen. Tight coverage. Ryan lets him feel it. Then I believe the next play is a fumble. Okay, let's watch. This is a fumble. Logan Ryan forces a fumble recovery. Good job. But let's watch Nico Lelos here again. The guy, he'd never dropped back in coverage at Dartmouth. Look, he is there. Making a play. If you haven't, go check out Pat Ragazzo on Twitter. It's at Ragazzo Report. He had a good story today. He interviewed Lelos and talked about him and Graham's relationship. It was a pretty good read. I retweeted it, so if you go through my timeline, you'll see it. Don't do that until we're done. Okay. All right. This is the drive they ended up scoring on because it's bull crap because they had a bull crap penalty. So we got like 6 more plays left and then we're done. Soft zone. Let's see who gets to the QB. BJ Hill and Jabal Sheard run a stunt, I believe. I mean, BJ Hill splits the guard and the tackle. And then Leo getting the QB hit. Soft zone. Here's the check down. Anybody make any moves as a pass rusher? Watch Carter Coughlin come around on the stunt here. Watch him loop around. Gets to the QB. Good stuff, Carter Coughlin. Operating within a system. 3rd and 5. Good. I mean, this is a good throw from Allen. This is cover 2. This is that cover 2. And I don't know if he figured it out or he lucked into this. But he gets this right in this window. Blake Martinez is occupied right here with AJ Green. Holmes is looking out green. Here's how this play is won is because Martinez is right here vacating the zone, which this is good. Martinez should come here. Holmes could stick with him if you go back and look at it with hindsight. But, you don't want to leave. If AJ Green pops out here, you don't want him wide open either. And the ball's out, and you hit him. Like that's a good play by Allen. It's a little bit of a soft zone. Allen finds the hole in it. And he's still an NFL QB. He sucks, but he's an NFL QB. Beat the Browns last year. 3rd and 5. I mean, we play the softest of zones. It's the check down. Bernard makes somebody miss. Oh, Leonard Williams got called for a late hit on this one too, I think. Is that Darnay Holmes that missed the tackle? I was looking at it. Cam Brown, Darnay Holmes, James Bradbury. That's a play that they'll yell at the defense for. 1st and 10. Oh, you guys want to see Xavier McKinney? I believe, where is he on this play? This is man coverage. McKinney, I think, is one of the safeties. Maybe McKinney's not in on this play. No, I don't think McKinney's not in on this play. Good effort by Cam Brown. Yeah, McKinney wasn't in on this play. The next play McKinney's in on. This is McKinney right here, I believe. No, that's Love. Where's McKinney? Oh, McKinney's down here playing man coverage on the tight end. You got Xavier McKinney right here on the tight end. Gets beat a little bit. I don't blame Allen on this. It's a bad throw. But he's like, I got man coverage. I'm taking a chance. This is good coverage by Yadam, but I mean, it's a bad throw too. Good coverage there. Let's see if we can see McKinney right here. Like I said, you can see him 1-on-1 with the tight end. He's got the safety over the top, so that helps. Now McKinney, where's McKinney at? He's a spy on this play. I think this is him right here. Yeah, he's the spy. This is man coverage. See, McKinney's a spy. Darnay Holmes, this was great coverage, and he retweeted it. If you want to go check out like the real deal good camera view, this was great coverage, and they called pass interference. What a garbage ass call, dude! Just bailed him out. 3rd and 10, bailed him out. We almost, we didn't cover the spread because of that. We could have lost the game because of that call. Play action, man coverage. Higgins just, he's going to make that catch. The issue is that he had this much time at the 1-yard line. Watch Nico Lelos on this, though. I guess Allen kind of comes into him, so it's not that good. That's a decent little move. Good throw. Good catch. All right, so they had one play left, and I thought, I was like, I can't believe the Bengals are going to win. They had that punt return. And what happens here? We got ourselves a sack. Jabal Sheard. Let's watch Jabal Sheard. He gets a chip from the tight end. Whoop! Swipe those hands of Jonah Williams around the corner. Sack. What's going on over here? Carter Coughlin playing inside. You have nowhere to go, Brandon Allen, because we got good coverage. And Leonard Williams with the recovery. Giants win. And we are first place. What's going on, everybody? What's your Twitter? @BobbySkinner_. Let's see. If you had a chance to redraft, would you take McKinney, Stiller, or Claypool? Claypool, because we have Logan Ryan. A lot of McKinney questions. Does Big Ben playing at the lowest caliber that he's played at piss you off at how badly the Giants screwed up the end of Eli's career? Yes, I wish it was better. Anthony actually was the first person to do Giants YouTube. If you go back to our earliest videos, it's me and Anthony doing videos. He didn't co-host Talking Giants. We didn't even really do YouTube, but we do. It was like I was like, hey, we got a YouTube. Use this. He played college football. He knew defense a lot better than I do. Let's see. The damn TikToks. Does Claypool does I know Juju does TikToks. Let's see. Bobby, do you think McKinney will have a greater role against the Seahawks? Yeah, I would assume I would hope so. More than 4 snaps. Do you want to invest in linebacker this offseason, or do you think Tay, Blake, and Mayo are enough? I think it's enough. There's a guy I haven't done a lot of draft coverage. I really haven't done any, but we did 1 week in the offseason where there was nothing really to do. So we're like, we're going to do 2021 draft week. Chaz Surratt, the linebacker from UNC, I fell in love with that guy. And Patrick Graham, I'm sure I want that guy so bad. I don't care if it'd be considered a reach. He's a good I love him. So I would love to take him. I would take him with a late first-round pick. I really would. Now that's not a position of need for us, but I'm telling you, he's going to be a good with the right defensive coordinator who's using the right way. He's going to be an awesome NFL player. Let's see. That's true, but Russell is one of the smartest QB. Yeah, if Russell Wilson torches this defense, it doesn't make me think anything less of Patrick Graham. Russell Wilson's amazing. How big of a loss is Fackrell going to be another stretch? I don't think it's huge, but it sure as hell doesn't help. We don't need LaChina. I see that LeBron gets people mad. I used to be the biggest LeBron hater. Like, in fact, I didn't use Twitter for like 6 years, but when I did back in like 2012, I mean, it was basically a LeBron hate account. Like, I was predicting like Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings to be in the first round. Now I just kind of respect him. The LaChina stuff is kind of funny though sometimes. I can't wait to see Bradbury versus Lockett, or Bradbury, Metcalf, and Lockett versus Darnay. I don't know what Graham's going to do. You think Betcher has shown enough at this point for some of these better teams down the stretch to catch on to some of Betcher? You think Graham? Yeah, the good QBs and good coordinators will figure some stuff out, but it's not the same stuff every week. Like, it's different stuff every week. It's similar concepts, but it's different. It's different every week. Got to get a Coughlin jersey. Good name. Tom Coughlin at Syracuse wore number 49. How about that? So it's even more reason to get the jersey. And Carter Coughlin's grandfather's name is Tom, which is kind of weird. You would think like they're just related. You know, we should honestly just start saying that. My parents are Carter Coughlin's parents in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Eden Prairie, that's near where. Oh yeah, Hot Dog. You go to St. Olaf, right? I was gonna say Eden Prairie. I know that. And Connolly's parents live a block away. Cool. No one talks about Jabal Shear much. Fact is, team went to a different level ever since the dude arrived. I want to say a different level because of Sheard, but he's a good football player. He's been around for a long time. Nico can also long snap. Yep. I broke that news, by the way. Just so you guys know. I'm the one who broke that. I feel like 57 is a good number for Nico's rookie year. Let's see. Washington football and New York will be dominant division. I don't think Washington football. They need to get a QB. Did you hear about? Yeah, that sucks for Bud Dupree. I don't get how people still hate Gettleman. I think there's enough to. I really am in the middle. Like, I'm not a Gettleman lover. I think there's some, I'm not going to do the whole thing right now. But there's enough to not want to bring back Gettleman. There is enough there. I lean bringing him back. I've kind of changed my they decided to bring him back, right? Like, they decided to bring him back. And since they brought him back, he has knocked 2020 out of the park. We haven't had a good coach since Tom. We haven't had a good coach since today. We got Joe Judge, baby. Who is our best edge now that Fackrell is gone? Sheard, I would say. What's up, Bodie? Who do you think is the best Giants player of all time, and why is it Cam Fleming? Very funny. Very freaking funny. All right, I'm gonna catch up in the chat. Are you worried the Redskins schedule is way easier than the Giants? I need to check up on the schedules. I honestly have been a Joe Judge disciple. I've been focusing on us. Hello from a Colts fan. I love the Colts Nation. Thank you for being here. I'm a big fan of the Colts organization. One of my best friends is a Colts fan, so I pay attention. I'm a big fan of the way they do things. Obviously this isn't going to happen, but what do you think about PFS? I don't like PFF where we signed Galladay and Ngakoue and Dalvin, and I don't think we're signing Ngakoue. I think there's a realistic opportunity for us to sign a wide receiver, but also you can see them not doing that. Still, we only beat NFC East teams in a borough. All right, we play the teams that we play, okay? Like, I can't stand those that, like, well, when we only do this, and like, again, we're not really a good football team. We're 4-7, but we're 3-0 in our last games. So our last 3 games we've won and we've taken care of. How in the world do you know Carter Coughlin's grandfather's name? Well, Benji, your boy is the hardest working through the deepest dives of every player that the Giants bring in. It's my favorite time. I guess why I love draft season. I honestly love looking at the Carter Coughlin on undrafted free agent. I mean, we go and we find every little thing about these guys. Nobody knows more about Giants undrafted free agents than me. And I don't feel like that's me being cocky because it's not like, ooh, congrats, you know about undrafted free agents. Like at the end of the day, nobody really cares. But I'll tell you about Ryson John's, 10 catch game that he had in Canada. To be honest, I think PFF is overrated. I think they do great work, and people take the stats out of context. Their stats are fine. Stats are fine, even though pass block win rate is not a real stat. It's their grades, and they're snarky employees. That is why I don't like them. Their grades suck. And the thing is they use people who don't know football to do their grades because they're looking for they look for cheap labor for guys who don't know football. Like, and this isn't me making this up. There's literally I have stories of this where it's like guys literally learning how to watch film on the job. Like, I don't think anyways. How do you promote your channel when you first started and only got a few views of video? Twitter. And then draft stuff, people are searching for those players' names. But I mean, we grew our Twitter. Our Twitter was the biggest thing for a long time. And the podcast. I mean, the podcast is doing a lot better now, but it was a successful Giants podcast before we doing YouTube. Do you think we can upset the Seahawks if we take advantage of their weak pass rush? Sure, why not? It's any given Sunday. It shocks me that Ryson John isn't in the Giants Ring of Honor. He was, you'd have those random players like. I love preseason football because I love seeing those guys get and play against other borderline NFL caliber players. Like, it would have been fun to see Ryson John's 6'7" self running down the field. I agree, Abdallah. Bobby, do you like my name? Assemble the Hog Mollies. I love your name. Go get the Hog Mollies t-shirt from the Talking Giants store. Go Seattle. Go kick a rock, Aaron. You hockey weirdo. I like hockey a little bit. I'm not the biggest hockey fan. All right. We're at 1 hour and 7 minutes. I'll go a few more minutes. Some more questions. I'll hold up my cup even though it's empty. How about that? It's cold in Florida, so I'm using my mask as a scarf. I explained that at the beginning. If Saquon does not come back 100, pray he does. Should we build with Wayne Gallman? I think Wayne Gallman's what does build mean? Bring him back on like a $2 million deal? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, don't diss hockey. I don't diss hockey, but hockey people can be kind of weird sometimes, but so are football people. I'm a big Devils fan. If the Devil, not last year, but 2 years ago, the Devils. If you guys are hockey fans, remember the Devils started out 5-0 the year after they went, made the playoffs. Start out, the year after the Taylor Hall MVP, after Nico Heischer's rookie year. Start out 5-0. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get NHL center ice. I'm going to pay for it. And we were like last place after that. We were horrible. How long is D Jones out? We don't know. Hey, guys, aren't you the number one ranked? If you guys aren't the number one ranked Giants podcast, who is? Well, the thing is I can't shout them out because then you'll go check them out. Which I don't dislike them. Well, actually, I kind of do dislike them because they're jerks to us, even though I've tried to be nice to them. But since they aren't nice to me, I've doubled down on being a jerk to them. But we already are, which is, it's a matter of, we started behind most people. So we are the number one Giants podcast. You're from Florida. How did you become a Giants fan? I was born, my family's from Jersey. I was born in Jersey. We moved here when I was young. So, I like the Nets, the Yankees, the Giants, and then the Devils. Carlos Dunlap did not practice today. Have you heard anything about that? Dan Duggan retweeted somebody today where it seems like he may play. Bobby, did you say it's cold in Florida? Yeah, it's cold for Florida. Obviously, it's, go Rangers. The Rangers, and I know this pisses people off because people get tribal about their teams. The Rangers suck. And the fact that you guys call Henrik Lundqvist a king He never won. He never won. Why should he be called a king? Martin Brodeur is the king. How about that? The greatest of all time. You're stupid. All right, Viper. CJ with the weirdo picture. You didn't even spell your right, and I'm not a grammar guy. But if you're going to say you're stupid, get the grammar right. And I'm not a grammar guy. Russell Westbrook trade. I like it for both sides. I like it more for the Rockets because they got a first-round pick and they got to move off. And they're both free agents at the same time. But part of me likes it for the Wizards too, because John Wall's never going to be good for the Wizards. He's never going to. I don't think he's going to stay healthy. So I like and the Wizards. I mean, Westbrook will get the Wizards to the playoffs. You put Bertans around him with a shooter, Bradley Beal. Like I think the Westbrook, Beal, and Bertans group. I feel like that's a good group to build around. I love you, Bobby. You're based, making Giants fans look good. Thank you. I feel like that's not really a compliment. Maybe I'm reading it too wrong. Westbrook is a ball hog, yes, but so is everybody in the NBA. You know, every star. Robert, do you, Frank? Why do Knicks fans love Frank so much? That's my question. I don't hate Frank. I think he's a solid player for who he is. Is he just one of those guys you guys fell in love with? Like I always hear, like when Knicks fans say, like you can't trade Frank. It's like, well, why not? Why can't you trade Frank? You don't get rid of him for nothing. Hockey. I love going to. If you go to, like, I went to the Devils because I'm in Florida. That I guess it was 2018. It was 2018. I went to Game 1 of Devils Lightning in Tampa, and that is an electric atmosphere. And I'm a trash talker at games. I mean, I was going off on that was fun. But then the thing is, you go to a regular season game in Tampa and you start trash talking, and then it's like, hey, dude, we're here with our family on a Tuesday night. Like, relax. But my first hockey game I was at was a playoff atmosphere, and I'm like, okay, it's not like this all the time. Is your opinion Eli Hall of Famer? Yes, first ballot. Are you and LOPG good friends, or just chill from you both being big Giants fans? I mean, I've never met him personally, but we talk here and there. He'll I think we're as good of friends for people that have never met. How about that? Wouldn't DJ line up at H-back if we ran a single wing? Why not? I'm on the St. Olaf team. Are you actually on the football team? The St. Olaf hockey team. That's kind of cool that we went to the same college. If you know someone that's been there for a while, and this is how you know I went to St. Olaf, ask them about, was it 2011? It was 2011. Ask them about the St. Olaf versus Carleton Club hockey game, and it was the most fun I've ever had at a sporting event. I mean, this game was nuts. The players were drunk, and I mean, everyone's sneaking beer in, and I'm not like this anymore. I mean, we were literally just throwing beer cans at people, like in the stands, like almost like fighting people in the stands. And then we start throwing trash on the ice, and so they start penalizing taking players out. So at one point it's 5-on-2. And they're like, if the St. Olaf fans don't stop throwing trash on the ice, and we're just throwing trash. And then the coach of the St. Olaf team literally throws like there's tractor tires in there, starts throwing tractor tires on the ice, and then an all-out brawl breaks out. One of my best friends that I live with, he like jumped on the ice and started fighting somebody. A ref got punched in the nose with blood. It was the craziest sporting event I've been to in my entire life. And I was, like I said, I don't get drunk anymore, but I mean, it was just, I shouldn't even be telling this story. It was the craziest sporting event I've ever been to in my entire life. Like, so ask anyone who was there in 2011 about that. Like, that was the craziest. Oh my God. They like banned them from the rink, the Northfield rink. They were not maybe suspended. I don't know if it's still going, but My God, what a day that was. Why do hoppy people think they are tough? Because they fight a lot. Do you think we can be all right? All right, I got me. Do you think we can beat Seattle if we break Russell Wilson ankles? Yeah, honestly, why not just embrace that? How would you feel if DJ plays this Sunday? I would be for it. If football players play football through injuries. I just joined as the All-22 over. Yes, sorry, it is, but you could just rewind if you want to. Should I start Wilson in fantasy this week? I'm a big believer if you have a QB like Wilson, you start him every week. But yeah. I like Island. I root for the Islanders. I guess it's because they're kind of just like the low-key team. I don't root for the Islanders. I don't hate the Islanders. I hate the Rangers. But the Devils and Rangers are real rivals. I was at the Snowball game, Giants vs. Chargers, last game of 1996 season. Some wild scenes that day. I think Justin did like a little breakdown video of that. Northfield rink is so ugly. Yeah, and it's tight and it's cramped. From a fellow 30-something, can we get hair care? I mean, honestly, I don't do anything special. I'm literally just blessed with the hair. He will instantly pull that hammy again if he plays. Well, if that's the case, then don't play him. Then he's not ready. Bobby, you should do a live stream with Tana soon. Yeah, we will. I think we'll do more in the off season. Where it's in season, we're kind of doing our own thing a ton. We've done stuff here, and just in season, we're doing our own thing. In the off season is where we'll probably do more. How would you feel if we threw the ball 0 times this week? I wouldn't be surprised. What happened to the hope sign? It's over there. You surf in Florida? No, I don't surf. I'm too big to surf. A bodyboard. Boogie board. How about that? All right. I said we were going to do like 2 more minutes. So, Bobby, you should live stream with Copizzle. No, I'm not doing that. Copizzle comments on all my videos. He's a weirdo. But I know he wants attention. I'm not giving him it. I just gave him too much attention already. I think the Giants are just trying to keep the Seahawks guessing by DJ has a shot. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. There's no reason to say he's not going to play. But I would bet the Seahawks are preparing for Colt McCoy. I think the Wayne train slows down this week. Seattle isn't going to respect McCoy and stack the box. Well, if that's the case, we should throw the ball. Run 4 verts. That's the last Colt McCoy touchdown was on a 4 verts play, I think. I just explained it. All right, I'm getting out of here. We usually do a Thursday like Q&A stream. I haven't booked anybody for that. Last week we had a license plate guy. Tollefson is supposed to come on. Tollefson was supposed to come on, and then he canceled on me. And then I called him the other day, and he didn't answer. What the hell? What the hell, Dave? Go tweet at Dave Tollefson. Go tweet at Dave Tollefson. In fact, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna force you guys to do it. Here. Copy. Use that link to tweet at Dave Tollefson and say you should go on a live stream with Bobby. He's ducking me. Dave Tollefson's part of our Talking Giants Ring of Honor. He is license plate guys, and then Anthony, like we talked about earlier. What's your take on Daniel Jones? I like him. Thoughts on RG starting again? Not very good. Should I start Evan Ingram over TJ Hawkinson in fantasy? Who are the Lions playing? If the Lions aren't playing a good team, then start him. Actually, you start Hawkinson anyways. First game without their head coach. You always win those games. You always win the first game with the interim coach. Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder is my guy. We Thursdays don't work for him, but we're gonna do some more stuff with him in the offseason. I keep on saying I'm gonna get out of here. Colt McCoy is like a competent backup. Like he is what a backup QB should be. He's competent. He can run an offense. You know. Peace, Bobber. All right, that's it. We're out. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Enjoy your Thursday or Wednesday. Enjoy your Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Ooh, Bobby, can we get a Giants beat reporter power rankings? Duggan is the clear one for me. He's just down the middle. Gosh. Number 2 for me is between Art. I know people don't like Jordan Ronan, but I like Jordan. Zach Rosenblatt, because he's a friend. He's a good friend. And Zach, what I like about Zach is anybody can report news. Zach is a good storyteller. Zach Rosenblatt of NJ.com. And a lot like NJ.com, like Matt Lombardo was the very bottom for me. Zach has done a good job with them, and that's where Duggan came from. Like Zach is a good storyteller. Jordan pissed a lot of people off, and I get why. Jordan did piss off a lot of people off. Art is top 3, and he ain't 2 or 3. I'll go Duggan, Zach, Art. Zach's a good storyteller. This is not what you're supposed to do, by the way, people, because this pisses people off, and you like. But that's just who we are. I see a good question and I have to answer it, even though it's like, well, Art will. They don't like me. That's my thoughts. They hate me with a passion, and it's over the stupidest thing. Before I was even doing this. How about that? Do I like Adam Schefter? Or yeah, he does good news. People are really mad at Jordan Rana, which makes sense. I mean, he crapped on a lot of people. That tweet was dumb, but I think he does a good job for the most part. I think he's pretty down the middle. He's not a homer. Ronan's not a homer, but I don't think he's a hater of the team either. I think he's pretty similar to Duggan. I think Duggan is better at getting scoops. Duggan, I think, is more connected. Rappaport greater than Schefter. I like Rapp more than Schefter. You got to give us the backstory. It's honestly stupid. They said something about like the stadium being too gray, and that's why the Giants don't started 0-2 at home in 2018. And I was like, yeah, that's not why. And they replied back, and I talked trash. This was before I was literally doing this. And I actually even reached out to them, like, hey, like, no reason for us to be arguing. They just did not respond, that's cool. All right, see you guys. Pat Leonard. Yeah, Pat Leonard sucks. I don't like Pat Leonard. See, that's what you get with me. If I don't like someone, I'm not going to pretend to like someone. I don't like Pat Leonard, and I don't like Matt Lombardo. Everyone else, I'm fine with, or I'm neutral on. All right, see you guys. All right, I'm going. Bye.